A message for the unique chosen ones. You have a special group of people that has been watching you, but they are not watching you from a space of admiration. Maybe subconsciously, yes, but they are genuinely watching you because they have problem with your grind. They have problem with your hustle. They have problem with the fact that people genuinely support you and apply you, and you are truly being inspiration to many. Now, this group of people call themselves taken in a position of high ranking in whatever community they really assume that they have the it factor, that if anybody is going to gain any sort of advice or any thought of understanding or knowledge or wisdom, that they specifically have to look in their direction, and that's the only direction that people should look in. They hate the fact that you stand alone. You're very independent, and you really don't care about what other people think about you. It's apparent. That's a mental prison. Present the authentic nature of the word for the word. It's very clear. But for these beings, they never got to their organic nature because they are full of hate, jealousy, envy, ego, pride, materialism, clout. They have this cliquish expression about them. And they have a problem with the fact you don't need to be connected to anyone in order to shine. You shine far brighter. Actually, you're connected to the all that is and ever could be, which is the universe, the divine. Why would you need, that's the message. To make every individual realize that you can connect to all that is and ever could be, because that's you. That's infinite consciousness awareness. And you don't need anybody to shine. When you stand independently, any person can do that. I'm not saying we're not open and bringing it to all our people into your energy, but you have taken a side readily, willingly, and confidently, without co-signers being in the back, without people cheering you on and saying, yeah, you go in the tower, you gotta go in the group because we're gonna give you the official stamp. And because your fact, your XYZ. No, we don't wanna stand an imposter stamp. Because we received the clarity of who we are and the ranking and position to the mother and father and spiritual team. And these beings are really feeling some type of way. They wanna block your throat chakra. They want you to shut up. They don't want you to speak anymore. They don't want you to post anymore. They don't want to speak at work anymore. Stop letting people how intelligent you are. Stop letting people how wise you are. Stop letting people know how much honor and moral and integrity you and love you have in your heart. Stop express yourself, because it will be harder for them to convince others that you are who they say you are. You see, they got the complex. They want to be gods in people's life. They argue against anything you say. No, you are who they say you are, not who you say, or not what the Most High say, or it doesn't matter who says. I don't care if you said the sky look blue, they'll be behind the scene arguing against that. No, it is purple because XYZ, so don't hear what he or she say. They have been completely against everything that you have to say. And it's largely because it made just a great impact on other people, and these beings are so much in their ego. They're so prideful. They cannot accept the fact that you stand and you handle things, and you still thrive in whatever your creative endeavors are. You still thrive. These beings coming together. They have so much to stain in life that had literally came together, spying on you, doing divination, trying to tap into your energy, but they also done rituals, trying to find ways to block your money, trying to find ways to block your throat chakra, trying to find way to suppress your spiritual gifts so you intuitively can tap in, and trying to block your ability to manifest. They even send energy to try to disrupt your sleeping pattern in hopes that you will lose the enthusiasm and the passion to pursue your creative endeavors. This is backfired miserably, because for every lie they have told on you, I'm talking to the collective, include myself, for everything said behind your back, facing judgment, and people saying things about them, people talking about them. People are now seeing the true nature of these beings who have so much clout, or because another man co-signed for them. They can't fool the masses anymore. You can't fool the man. These people, they can't fool a 9-year-old kid. People know in the age of the Aquarius, you can't hide anything, and you're chosen, coming forward as an authentic vessel. True. Coming forward in your true transparent. You're open, an open book. You have nothing to hide. The word will able to discern who you are without anyone else coming in to verify that, because they see it, they feel it. It's very clear to the majority. These beings, creatures I call them, came together and they say, we don't like the fact that you follow your own path and you don't care about what other people think. How dare you? How dare you get in a position and you get to seek and you don't seek their validation? They're supposed to be the it factor. They're supposed to be the one that everyone claims to be that everybody is close to get into their circle, to get their approval. Why you chosen? You're not. We don't need to be consigned by another human being, especially mortal beings. The Most High cracked us, insectuate us in that ground. We chase no one, we follow no one. We are natural being leader, and we take on that position and that assignment based on authority. And so they're so intimidated to these people. And so they argue with each other now. Because they're hating on your successful life. They're hating on the smile on your face. They're hating on the fact that you attract so much attention. And not because you're looking for attention, you're just being you and fulfilling your assignment, and people gravitate to you because they admire the authenticity. Because people had enough from lies all their life. How fake they really are. They're calling them out. And these people, they're getting mad and angry because they are losing their credibility every second of every day. Because that's just how great the judgment is. This credibility, notoriety, popularity was very important to these people. It was bread and butter. It was the only thing that made them feel secure within themselves. You know, these people, they don't know who they are. They're losing rapid pace, and it's hitting them hard. It's messing their head up because they didn't see that coming. They didn't see that coming. And so it's affecting their mental health, physical health, spiritual health, losing financially. And whatever they have spiritual gift, they're losing that too. All of that is being diminished to nothingness because they put on way too much effort and too much energy focusing, being all up in your business while you wasn't even thinking about these people. So for some of you, you may be not know these people. For other of you, you know these people, but you didn't know the amount of hate and gathering behind the scene against you to put you down, to dim your light. You didn't know that far. because you're not phased. You don't think about anybody else. You only think about standing in your purpose, being transparent, authentic, and being a best version of yourself, because you deserve that inheritance. You've been nurturing the seeds that you're planning, cultivation, and manifestation. And so because of this, you continue to get uplifted and rewarded. More gifts are being expressed to you. More divine inspiration and protection is coming to you. More wealth is coming to you. All of these things are happening at the rapid pace on your end, because the scales now must balance. The pendulum must swing back. So you're receiving all what they tried to rip from you. These beings worked hard. And it's so sad, poor little things, because they were putting their best arsenals. They pulled out the big guns, thinking that they're getting ready to take you down. They're gonna shut you down. And they're gonna get you to have this lack of inspiration, lack of passion, lack of creative idea. They're gonna push you back to the shadow so they can then hold their position. But they have lost all credibility in the spiritual Lara and in the physical. And the spiritual is the more without the protection. The Most High Father and Mother said no. And you went that far, you don't have a divine protection. You're a walking target. You're not gonna block my daughter or son. They have assignment that must be fulfilled. Who the heck are you? For the fact these beings try to interfere with divine destiny. Wanna outsmart the divine, their creator. They're receiving great judgment. It's unfortunate for them, and it's fortunate for you, because now they're gonna have to sit their punk ass down. Sit your punk ass down. Sit down, shut down, smack down, sit your punk ass down. Spiritual team is not playing with those people. They thought they're gonna send negative energy towards you. They thought that the called moon, that's just gonna be moon. This full moon, over there. Every moon. Much spell work as much possible, as much as to take you out of the, and what it did. It heightened your intuitive ability. It gave you more enhanced and gifts and inherent energy. Yes. And it upgraded your DNA and passion and willing to take action towards things that you are called to do. It enhanced your intuitive gifts. It enhanced your power. And so they understand who you are and whose you are. But that doesn't mean their spirits are not disrupted. They're trying to ignore the fact that everything that is happening to them is a part of their karma. This is what was backfiring on them for messing with you. They want to ignore it. They don't want to see it what it is. They want to put the Lunat Zahriya. I don't want to see it because of what they did towards person there. Because in their mind, they feel like you don't deserve the position you sit in. You don't deserve the throne. You don't deserve the crown that it is on your head. And that's the problem. Because they don't know you. They don't realize what you have to go through to get to where you are today. And some of them do understand. They know your story very well. But they are so jealous that you are willing to tell your story. They were so jealous that you was an open book. They're willing to go through the trials and tribulation with grace and with honor and integrity. And you didn't go, in fact, doing no crap or became a rotten soul like them. And they're so mad. You didn't take the path that many of them took. They're so mad. Because they recognize that you will never want to join them. You would never want to mess with them. You would never want to even take a step and look at them. You are not impressed by them. You are not moved by them. And so they can get you to look up to them like a lot of the sheeply and the sleeply that they put them in a high-ranking position, and they said, those are the it factor. They are now no longer the it factor. In fact, they are no longer a factor because they lost all credibility. And I just want to say, continue to do what you're doing, Chosen, because it's working mighty for you. And every single being that work up against you, knowing or unknown, is now receiving the highest calling of righteousness, justice in spirit and flesh. Yeah, so they awaken from the timelines and dimensional. Only the strong will survive. That's my message for you. And always remember, by doing this, you will be helping others without a return. And that's what matters in the spiritual realm. Yeah. Anything else?